Hi guys, welcome back to Advanced Weekly Update. We're so glad you...
I'm John. Guys, thanks for joining us for our live stream today.
This is a really special week.
Yeah,
Do you know why? It's our boss, our founder's birthday later this week.
Yes.
Doris Brome's birthday is coming up later this week, and we want to celebrate. How can you do that? If you would like to give her a personal greeting, go to our Facebook page, our Studio Classroom Facebook page, and you can upload your video greeting there. And tomorrow, check out the Let's Talk live stream where you'll get more information about this as well. All right, so happy birthday, Doris.
Yes, Doris has had an amazing life. She has done so many things, and this is a really big birthday. I think, are we allowed to say which birthday this is for her?
Well, we might as well. She's 96 years old later this week on Friday is her birthday.
That's
August
amazing.
5th. So be sure to give her your birthday blessings if you'd like to do that. So that's what's going on this week, but we have some other things going on this week. The article we would like to highlight this week is our People article. And John, I love this article. It's one of those sort of feel-good, inspirational stories.
Yeah,
we learn about a man who he was in Afghanistan. He had to flee, right, because of the situation there, the war there, and so forth, and the way things were going. And then he went to America, and we kind of learn about his life a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I would call it like a bittersweet story, because so this guy, Mr. Mohammadi, he is a professional skateboarder, one of the best skateboarders in Afghanistan. And you guys know what skateboarding is. Tony Hawk was a famous California skateboarder.
I've seen nearby the office by the riverside, they've been putting in some new skateboard parks, so maybe that's becoming more popular here. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to skateboard?
I tried once. I never really practiced, but I have fallen pretty good, and it hurts so much.
I don't know. If any of you know how to skateboard, let us know. Chime in on that.
Send videos of you skateboarding, please. Be careful. But he was part of a group called Skatistan, like a group that goes into countries where there are kids that don't have a lot of opportunities to try new hobbies, and it helps them learn a new skill. So a hobby, we're going to talk about that a little bit today, right?
Yeah, and it really makes us think about moving to a new country, right?
Yes.
What would be most difficult for you? So let's go ahead and put our poll up for the week.
Okay, let's start with that. What do you think is the most difficult thing about moving to a new country? Maybe you've never moved to a new country. I just did recently. So in our poll, we're going to ask if being away from family is the most difficult thing, financial stress, or if, what are the other ones? The language and cultural
barrier and cultural barriers. Yeah. Which one of those would you think? Maybe you've never moved to a new country, but what would you think would be the most difficult? What has been one of the more challenging things for you, John? You've been here for a few months now.
Yeah, I'm still pretty new to Taiwan, and you moved also. It's been a few more years for you.
Yes.
But I'd say for me right now, the language. Guys, I really respect you learning English, because English is a pretty difficult language, so good job if you've come this far. 我的中文不太好，所以我是联系我的太太是我的老师.
Yes.
So I'm learning very slowly, but I love to talk, and it's hard not to be able to share my heart to people. And I'm sure this guy feels the same in the States.
You can use lots of sign language, right?
Yeah.
That goes a long way, actually.
I don't know sign language.
And sometimes learning simple phrases, like my Chinese is not very good either, but if I say, 我要这个, 我不要这个, that goes a long way. I want this, I don't want that. So
对不对? It's true, a little bit can go a long way.
So the language has been kind of a challenging thing for you, obviously.
Yes, I think the language is probably the number one thing, but missing my family also. And this guy in our article today, he is not only away from his whole family, but his fiancée, his wife-to-be, God willing, is still in Afghanistan.
That's
so
hard.
The poor guy's heart is kind of in two places at once. Maybe you guys have experienced that. Right now, the poll is coming in, and leading the group is cultural issues. And then second is being away from family. Cultural issues are tough to navigate. There's a different
Absolutely.
speed to things.
And you know what, John? I think a lot of our viewers are not choosing a language barrier.
Because their English
is great already. But so cultural issues for sure. Like you live in different cultures, people think differently, and that can be a challenge.
But being away from family just pulled ahead.
Yeah.
It is tough. I'm missing my little cousins and my brothers and sisters. It's hard when you don't get to see people. But having the internet makes life a lot easier because you can talk to them and see them.
Right. And you know what's amazing in my own life is that yes, you are far away from family and that can be challenging, but like you can have a community right where you are. I feel like God has provided an amazing community here in Taiwan for me. I've been here 12 years, so it's been a long time. But that is an amazing thing that you can have community on the other side of the world, this group of people that you can do life with.
Yeah, and okay, so Luna says you have to teach me some words. What's a good word that will help me?
A good word for...
just something useful, just something I'll use every day.
A word that you could use every day.
How do you say peace? Ping...
Pingan?
Pingan.
Yes.
Oh, I learned that one the other day. Hey, pingan.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Yes. Can I teach you some useful words? I can't teach you any useful words in Chinese because obviously you already know that. But if there's some category that you're looking for, let us know what that is and we can help you more precisely with that.
Wait, I think Luna's saying teach me some Chinese.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, help. Thank you, Luna. Thank you.
Well, I'm not much of a help on that either, all right? I think you could tell with my pronunciation there.
No, he's humble.
A few words perhaps, but his wife can help him a lot more.
She's very helpful. But we went to the tea store the other day and he helped me get boba.
Yes.
And I forget what exactly it was.
Well,
I was just
as many of you know, especially if you listen to the radio, you know I love food, so I'm going to learn the right words for the food, right?
Yes.
If any of you have more questions, let us know right now during our live stream. Let's get to our question of the week, so you can be thinking about that and write in about that as well. What is our question of the week? It's, would you want to turn a hobby into a business?
Yeah.
Why are we asking this question? How does that relate to the article?
Okay, well, this guy we're talking about in the magazine loved to skate, and there's an organization that teaches kids how to skate. A hobby is something you do in your free time. Maybe you like to paint or take photos. Maybe you like to work on cars or bicycles or work out. There are a lot of hobbies.
So have you ever done that? Have you ever turned a hobby into a business, John?
Okay, before we came on the air live streaming, we were talking about gardening, right?
Yeah.
And I actually worked during grad school. I worked as a professional gardener. So it was kind of like I had a little business that I would do people's gardening, but I learned to love gardening at the same time. So I would still want to turn that hobby into a business.
Well,
Someday.
I believe it because, okay, John comes to work here and before you know it, he's bringing all these plants, right? And so he has basically a garden right there.
I have so many plants
at his
in
desk.
my desk.
And you have some little fish that you're...
Yeah, I have a fish tank there right by my computer, so hopefully it doesn't spill. So we got another comment here for Lamal. For me, Lamal says, feeling the sense of homesickness is the toughest thing when you talk about moving abroad. Yeah, there definitely is this homesickness is real. That's when your heart hurts because you miss your family, you miss your home.
This especially happens during holidays, right? Maybe it's Chinese New Year and you're feeling homesick. For me, it can sometimes be at Christmas time because that's a big holiday back home. So you're like, oh, I miss my family. But we get that. We feel your pain, right?
Definitely.
So that is a difficult thing. And I think having a local community wherever you are can help with some of that as well.
Definitely, yeah. We talk a lot on this live stream about your heart. There are things that you want, and when you don't get the things you want, your heart hurts, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, I want the temperature to be cooler.
Yes.
But homesickness is you love the people and you love your home or your country and you miss it. It's a real. It's a real heavy feeling. So
yes,
God bless
and we get something here from Walk in the Light in Chinese. Is that Ping An?
Ping An, hey!
All right,
Ping An.
I got it.
What's that?
Ping An. We passed the test. Thank you for testing our Chinese. Thankfully, we have people who can confirm that here with us. Thank you, guys. But we're
an amazing team.
We are running out of time here today, and I'm so glad that we've had a nice little language exchange here today. But before we go, we want to remind you that, again, if you want to wish Doris a happy birthday, be sure to do that on our Facebook page.
Yeah, please do. I know for a lot of you, she's been your teacher in English for a while, so yeah, we appreciate you guys.
She's done a lot of work, and she, continues to do a lot of work here in Taiwan and has blessed so many. So be sure to give her a shout out on Facebook and check out our live stream, our Let's Talk live stream tomorrow as well. All right? I think that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on Advanced Weekly Update next Monday at 1 o'clock.
Ping an! I was just waiting to say that. Ping an! Bye guys. God bless you. We appreciate you.